alright? The leopard fruit just got a full-on rework and it's now called Tiger. It's faster, it's stronger, and the new VFX are straight up peaked. Alright, so let's start it off with the Z move. The visuals look wake, unleash a barrage with punches, then release or tap to fire. Move also got a complete overhaul. Fire a blazing wheel that to air is gonna turn into a horizontal strike that feels like a straight upgrade from the old move. So just like before, it's gonna launch you forward in the burst of speed, dragging your enemies along with you, and once you slam into the ground, it's gonna erupt massive spikes. And the move itself looks sick. Your mobility skill just as before. You basically teleport in a zigzag pattern, but the cool part is if an enemy gets caught in your path, you're gonna end up with a devastating kick. Go. Look at this model, man. Look at that model. The model got completely changed. The animations are different. The effects on it are fire. Overall, this new model and everything about this new Tiger rework is actually sick. It has fiery M1s, enhanced movement effects, faster cooldowns, speed and jump boosts, damage reductions, and all the now looks even more impactful. Styles again. So basically a grounded version and the aerial version, I'm gonna showcase them right now. It's bigger and stronger, right? So I'm gonna showcase it right. Yep, and using 75% of that fire meter can trigger this cutscene ambush. And this looks fire. Peep the animation right now. Oh my god. Whoever gets hit by this, you are basically cooked. You are getting ambushed with a relentless barrage with a nice cutscene effect. It's basically the same as before. You teleport in a zigzag. And once you hit somebody with it, you do a nice little kick. The goal of this awakening is to give you some extra power for a limited time to close out the battle. Once you max out your fire meter, you can push beyond your limits and enter an awakened state. And this form is the true speed and damage demon. And let's get it. Alright, so the D move is now completely different. Dash in with the crazy barrage and it ends with the fiery shockwave. And then next up we have the X move. Basically you charge a blazing fireball in your jaws and launch it as a massive, fast moving projectile in the shape of a giant tiger. And then next up we have the C move, which is going to be even more insane than the previous version, alright? Once you use the C skill while in either tiger form, you gain a massive speed boost. At least we do have the F move. So it goes from a single kick to unleashing a brutal combo. Teleport through your target with a chain of strikes, lift them into the air, and then slam them back to the ground with a charge. Feels wrong. Inside waits something far more dangerous than any trick. The new werewolf boss. He's out there hiding among the candy-filled doors, waiting for someone brave or foolish enough to find him. So stay sharp, stay ready, and whatever you do, knock carefully. Players a slightly different playstyle. For example, the werewolf is slower than Tiger but hits way harder and comes with a few unique moves. The Z skill when your awakened transformation now has homing, locking onto enemies and tracking them automatically. Cutscene ability, which is the C held, has its own custom cutscene and has a life leech feature now, which steals the HP from your target instead of just dealing damage like the Tiger version. Yo, this cutscene is clean!
Bye.